Okay, John, thank you for the nice introduction. And first, I would like to thank you all for coming so early. And first, I would like you to enjoy the breakfast. And then, hopefully, you also enjoy the lecture. I promise it's not going to be heavy. I will swap a lot of these technical details under the rug. But at the same time, I want to tell you something what mathematicians, and especially how mathematicians with the help of computers, or other way around, the computers with the help of mathematics, how we can solve a lot of problems you may aware of, you may are not aware of. Okay, so let's go on. So that's the title. So this is my outline, but before I get into some technical part of my own research, let me first to answer some of the question in a more broader sense, and especially in non-technical sense. In particular, the most question I have when I met people on the street, meet people in the plane, so on and so forth, the first question I think I should address is, why do math? Usually, when I talk to people, they said, what do you do? I say, I'm a mathematician. And they say, wow, their eyes pop up wide, and then say, it's hard. And I didn't do very well in my high school and college, so I don't do it anymore. And that's a very common response. The other response is usually more say, what do you do? You know, to crunch numbers, to prove 1 + 1 is equal to 2. What do you do? But more relevant to this talk, more deeper question, I think, maybe, hopefully, since you're coming so early for math, I guess you don't have the question, but in case you have it, with more and more powerful computers, you know, nowadays, everybody using computers, and computers everywhere. It can do many things, you know, imagine, you know, from medicine to games to videos, many, many things. So, you know, not alone, say, calculators can do number crunches, right? You know, it's very easy and very simple. But, so the question is also, when I teach freshman calculus, usually the first thing I would like them to know is, why do we still need to learn math? Or do we need more or less? Okay? So we'll address that. Then I use some very common example to show you how computers use mathematics to solve real-world problems. Then after that, if you haven't have enough, then I'll talk to you about some of my research, more detail in two particular examples in optical imaging and optimal control. But those, we'll see how much I can get into that.